2024 End of the Year Awards Ceremony. My name is Mrs. Dunham, and it is my pleasure to introduce today's celebration. The meaning of this ceremony is to take the time to reflect on our school year and celebrate those who have worked so hard academically, musically, and athletically. I know I speak for all staff members and teachers when I say how proud we are of each student who walks through those doors. So, let us now rise, place your right hand on your heart, and join along as Mrs. Craig's band starts us off with the national anthem.
So first I have Addison Earls, Adeline Unit, Amber Road, Ashlyn Shepherd, Aubrey Harris, Bella Unick, Brynlee Hartwell, Ella George, Eva Giannopoulos, Faye Riker, Haley Rose, Henry Frankham, Isaiah Thompson, Carolyn Larson, Lincoln Brown, Mia Arona, Jonathan Williams, Peyton Lumley, Rosemary Atkinson, who's my favorite one, Skylar Manager, Sophia Giannopoulos, Sydney TJ Snyder, and that is it for our spring semester choir. We had a big gathering. Go ahead and give them all a round of applause. Next, I have people who are using. I have some people who are recorder choir. If you're in recorder choir, you might just run out for a second. Recorder choir only has 10 people, so it shouldn't be as long. So Ashlyn Shepherd, Aubrey Harris, Harvey Park. And then Maggie Cortez, who moved, but we'll send her hers. Sophia Giannopoulos. Sydney Lees. Taryn Berry. And TJ Snyder. There you go, Taryn. Because I also have some certificates for those who actually got their black belt in recorder choir, or in recorder karate. So throughout the course of the year, we worked really hard and passed off different songs at different levels, and it's a really big deal to make it all the way to black belt, and some of my friends actually did that. So some of you can go ahead and sit down. Those of you who made black belt though, like Aubrey Harris. Aubrey Harris made black belt. Nice job, Aubrey. And then Ellie Bryan, is she? Right over there, okay. Sophia Giannopoulos. Sydney Lewis. TJ Snyder, our only third grader who made it to black belt. I've never had a third grader do it before. And then last but not least, I have Maggie Cortez who moved, but she actually made it to recorder karate too, like a 9th degree black belt, so it's pretty advanced music, it's syncopation on a lot of things that you don't anticipate a 4th grader to do, so that was really impressive. So I'll mail her hers, but these guys worked so hard in order to get that, and it's a really big achievement, so if we give them a round of applause.
These are for some of my middle school students who are outstanding performance in orchestra. These are students that made it to every lesson and made it to every rehearsal on time. They were very trustworthy and showed leadership skills within their sections. The first goes to Molly Benoit. Amelia Franklin. And Courtney Larson.
Oh, thank you, orchestra people. Good morning, I'm Mrs. Craig. I'm the band teacher here at this, yes, that too, at Twining. Today we're going to recognize the band, some band awards. We're going to start with our 5th graders, the future of our band. So 5th graders, if you're in band, go ahead and start making your way. We got Elena Z, Aiden Z, Lucille T, Aria S, Haley, Sydney, Aubrey, Sophia, Kieran, and Oscar. These were our 5th graders. They are going to be the future of our band. Let's give a big hand and a round of applause to the 5th graders. Next, we're going to do in the music world here at Twining, in middle school, you can do 3 things. You can be in the band, you can be in the orchestra, and you can be in the choir. And this year, we had 5 students who were in band, orchestra, and choir. We want to recognize them because that takes a lot of time. Just think you have to practice 3 instruments. You come to an awful lot of rehearsals, and these are also students. They're also probably all in athletics. So kudos to our 5 people: Waylon Shepard, Molly, Courtney Larson, Chloe Kim, and Connolly Kyle. And this year I'm giving an award to somebody who has started as a 6th grader and really worked extremely hard, and this last year has super improved, and that's Joel Hernandez. So come on down, Joel. Our middle school also does something every year. We go to a solo and ensemble day. So our students have the opportunity to play solos and ensembles, which be 2 people, 3 people, 4 people. And this, I've been here for a long time, several years, and this year, there's 5 different rooms where we perform in front of judges. And every year, there's an outstanding performer, maybe 1 or 2 people for each room. And I will say that Twining this is the first year Twining has 3 outstanding performers. One's a duet, so in 3 out of the 5 rooms, Twining got 3 awards for outstanding performers at our solo and ensemble. That's competition against East Grand Forks, Valley Middle School, Schrader Middle School, and South Middle School, and so out of 5 middle schools. So for trumpet, we have Layla Snap, got an outstanding performer. Of Iana and Alexia got an outstanding. Okay, so and the last thing we're gonna have, every year we have outstanding like orchestra people who've gone above and beyond. Maybe they played, they've been to all the rehearsals, they've done outstanding things for the band. I couldn't decide. We had, I think it was 8 or was it 11 8th graders this year. We had a big 8th grade class in band this year. So I picked 2 people as outstanding band students, Landon, Simon, and Kaden Kill.
Take your picture. Stay there.
On that same note, I picked a outstanding choir person. Again, we had several to pick from, but she's always done everything I've asked, and she's the quiet one in the back. So Courtney Larson. This year we have 2 that we voted on for drama/musical. We picked, of course, our outstanding tech, Landon Simon. And again, we have tough time with the actress award because we have some great ones. But we finally settled on Kaden Kim. I should also mention that Kaden Kim auditioned for a high school chamber choir, and they only take 12 to 15 kids, and that's from all middle schools and freshmen and sophomores at Central. So it's quite a feat to achieve. So.
All right, next up, we are going to have Mrs. Rue come up to talk about the Youth Commission Awards.
We had 5 kids participate in our Youth Commission Awards, where we go 1 time a month to City Hall, and they provide just positive feedback for the community. And this year they did a fundraiser for kids in foster care. So I would like to recognize these students for their leadership skills and being a positive role model. So Caleb Zonar, Ryan Brooks Hartwell, Kaden Kim, Molly Benoit, and Waylon Shepard.
All right, next up, we are going to talk about the athletics from the spring athletics, which was track, all the way from the fall athletics, which was softball and football, and of course the winter athletics. So here's Mr. Forey.
All right, we have just finished our 24 track season. So as I call your name, would you please come down? These athletes all worked hard for the track season. We had not the greatest weather. We had several of our meets canceled because of weather. So they put in the time and probably didn't get all the recognition that they probably should have, because some of the meets were canceled. So if you are here and I call your name, please walk on down. Brighton Coppage, Kaden Kim, Desmond Boyd, Joel Hernandez, Josiah Bright, Landon Simon, Lucas Newborn, Michael Harris, Riley Coulter, Harvey Brooks, or Harvey Hartwell, Tyson Behringer, Waylon Shepard, Will O'Brien, Zachary Paget, Alexa Giannopoulos, Courtney Larson, Diana Salon, Kendall Martin, Leanne Salon, Lillian Rivera, Molly Benoit, Rosalyn Miller, and Victoria Ramos Rodriguez. This group worked hard. We had lots of PRs, personal records, on their resumes for the year. As you can see, this is a small group compared to what some of the schools in town have. And but our girls and our boys compete very well. Not so well in the team because of the numbers, but they place well overall. So thank you for your hard work, boys and girls. Thank you.
Morning. My name's Coach Dave. We're going to start a new award this year, but before we get to that, I just want to recognize a group of young ladies that I've never had a team like this before. Their charisma, their love for the game, their hard work, their effort, and when you see them, they're not the tallest of stature, but they played the biggest on the court this year. I wanted to give them a little token, perseverance award. We had 7 volleyball players this year, and only 2 of them ever played competitive volleyball before. So I didn't expect what I had to work with and what they finished with. They ended up at 500, actually over 500. They ended up 6-5, and I didn't think they were going to win a match all year, and they proved me wrong. This was my most enjoyable team I've ever coached in my 24 years of coaching here in Corning. So I want to recognize these 7th grade volleyball players, and please hold your applause to the end until they come down, so we can clap for everybody at once. Martha Bradbury, Rose Bradbury, Macy Henninger, Victoria Ramos Rodriguez, Lily Riviera, Leanne Slog, and our seventh who's moved already, Claire Baskins. Now, out of this group of 7, 5 of them will be moved by next year, so we're going to have 2 returning 8th graders, so we definitely need to get some more volleyball players to play with us next year. All right? So, ladies, thanks for the great season, and wish you well in your endeavors wherever you may move to. So, congratulations, ladies. Thank you. Now, there's no reason I came up besides that. The coaching staff we got together, Ms. Dunham. She's around, so, oh, come on down, you're one of the coaches there, girl. Okay, we thought it was time to recognize the Student Athlete Character Award, all right? The criteria for this is student athletes must have participated in at least 3 or 4 school-based sports, and if they participate in a high school varsity sport, they get credit for 2 seasons because there's a stronger, a longer season, a higher academic standard they have to meet. Furthermore, they have to be academically eligible the entire sport season, and they have to have stellar citizenship grades. So, you know, we always want to recognize the athletes, but we're recognizing the Student Athlete Character Award. So, this is a reflection of you guys as parents. You guys have set a great foundation for your son or daughter. You taught them to do the right things. It's not about them. It's about everybody else around them. There's a Hall of Fame coach. His name is John Wooden, and his saying was, you know, abilities will take you to the top, but character keeps you at the top. Character is doing the right thing all the time, doing the little things. So these young men and women we're going to recognize here have done that, and hopefully as they continue to becoming younger adults, they'll continue that. So when we call them down, the coach is going to adorn them with a medal as well. So if you could hold your applause to the end so we can recognize them all. Okay. R.B. Hartwell, Joe Lick, Waylon Shepard, Molly Benoit, Alexia Giannopoulos, Addie Lamb, Kendall Martin, Iana Salag, and Joelle Hernandez. All right. So once again, these young men and women stayed academically eligible and didn't have any issues with their citizenship grades the entire year. So we commend them for that. Thank you as parents for providing us with great student athletes to work with. Thank you.
Yes, Molly. Smile. Say cheese.
All right, so at this time, we'd like to recognize our 3 and 4 sports athletes that David just talked about, and also our male and female student athletes of the year. Our seasons next year will look a little different. We've had 4 blocks of sports that we've done. Starting next year, they're going to change to a traditional high school 3-block system, so this will be the last year of the 4-block system. So these following athletes were in 3 sports, and as you go through these names, you'll see that these athletes are not just athletes, they're student athletes, and they're also in band, they're in choir, they're in orchestra, they are in theater, they're in all kinds of things. So these students really spread themselves throughout the school, which is important in a small school like ourselves. Riley Coulter. Iana Selah. Joseph Illig. Josiah Bright. Joel Hernandez. Michael Harris. Kendall Martin. Addison Lamb. Waylon Shepard. Arby Hartwell. Molly Benoit. All right. Now we have our male and female athletes of the year. So Alexa Giannopoulos. And our 2024 male athlete of the year, Joel Hernandez. Thank you.
All right, can I have a Thunderbirds on 3? 1, 2, 3. Oh, come on, we can do a little bit better than that. 1, 2, 3. All right, now, all those awards for our bands, our choirs, orchestra, our sports, that's really what makes Twining special. We have a K through 8 building, and when I sit and I watch any of our presentations by our middle schoolers and I see all of these awesome elementary kids being able to watch their brothers, their sisters, that middle school class, that gives them something to shoot for. That gives them something to set their goals on. So, elementary kiddos, when you're watching all of those awesome choirs, the bands, the presentations that our middle schoolers give, that kind of gives you something to shoot for, right? Sets your sights on other things that you can do in our school to present and represent the Thunderbirds. So we're gonna move on to our attendance awards. Now, attendance is a very important thing in any education. The attendance awards, people who get these, have 3 or fewer days missed. Now, of course, we have policies in place where you have to miss a day. That's understandable. But these kids really put in the time to make sure they were at school every day. So please come up, hold your applause. We have a lot of students who really, really took their attendance serious. Felicia Adams. Jackson Atkins. Kinsley Behringer. Riley Bosey. Oscar Caffrey. Evelyn Kluat, Hunter Cole, Olivia Cole, Bo Curlette. Some of these kiddos have a long walk all the way from the top over there. Connor Daniel. Nevaeh Dottie, Aria Ellis, Ava Fortin, Michael Fortin, James Lehman, Colton Martin, Asher McNally, Charles Messner, and Lillian Messner. Noah Padilla, Xavier Padilla, Scarlett Schaff, Daniel Stransky, Aria Swindler. Yes, they just keep coming. Bella Unick. Daniel Wood. Isabella Wynn. Eden Zeitzowitz. Elena Zimmerman. Elliot Steele. Wesley Atkins. Tyson Behringer. Jackson Brown. Jade Castro. Cameron Davis. Christian Dean. Joel Hernandez. Chloe Kim. Jaden Laker. Paisley Martin. Sean O'Donnell.
She's definitely missed more.
Zachary Paget. Jacob Rockwell. Yana Salad. Josiah Sawyer. Landon Simon. And I believe we already called Elliot Steele, so that would have been the second one. So let's give all these students one big round of applause. Please take your seats, students. Nice work on such great attendance.
All right, next up we have our student of the quarter for quarter 4. So our last student of the quarter. First up we have Olivia Bush. Charles Meissner. Sophia McGee. Oakley Heimer. Riley Bosey. Penelope Benitez. Alexander Deanda. Natalie Cornelius. Jaden Laker. Leanne Saloff. And Alexia Giannopoulos. And these are your quarter 4 students of the quarter. Well done. All right, you guys can take your seats.
All right, now every Thunder Rally we come out, we celebrate those students of the quarter, and those kiddos sure make a difference. I can tell you that the citizenship we have here at Twining is exceptional. And thankfully, that's through the work of our peers, all of our staff, our teachers, and it really reflects upon this whole community. So parents in the audience, you should all be very, very proud. Our data shows it, and our kids show it every day. So thank you. We're going to move on to citizenship awards. And that means not just for the quarter, they're showing exceptional citizenship. They were showing day in, day out, throughout the whole year, that these students were leaders in their behavior and the way that they treated others. So, you get to come down. The wonderful Mrs. Dunham has some great prizes for you all. Our first student is Ava Ford. Our next student is Tori Garner. All right. Gotta be up here to be celebrated. All right, our next one is Lila Faye Dixon. Amina Hayai. Ashlyn Wheeler. Ava Bush. Kinley Knudsen. Christian Dean. And our last citizenship award is Lily Poling. Let's give one more round of applause for these awesome citizenship award winners. Thank you, Thunderbirds. Way to go. Time back to your seats.
what you get for being gay.
All right, we are going to move on to our presidential academic awards. So there will be fifth graders recognized and middle schoolers. We're going to start with our fifth graders. Now, our President's Award for Academic Excellence goes to Elena, who has met or excelled all academic areas. And in looking at her data here at Twining, has really set that bar high. These scores are a reflection of her hard work and her dedication to her academics. So, Elena Zimmerman, please come on down. The award for Outstanding Academic Achievement, which shows outstanding academic growth and hard work in all subject areas, goes to Ava Bush. All right, now in 8th grade, these awards, I feel, hold even a little bit more weight. This is our last year we get to enjoy you all as students. And they are a little bit harder to get. So this year, to get the Outstanding Academic Excellence Awards, you had to score 90 or better in all subject areas. And you had to have advanced scores in our North Dakota State testing in all academic areas, ELA, science, and math. So please hold your applause. And middle schoolers, when you come down and get your award, please stay down here so we can recognize you all. Our first award for Outstanding Academic Excellence goes to Katie King. The second Outstanding Academic Excellence Award goes to Landon Simon. The next Outstanding Academic Excellence Award goes to Molly Benoit. We have one Outstanding Academic Achievement, which again is showing growth, showing exceptional hard work in all content areas, and that goes to Alexia Giannopoulos. Now before we let these middle schoolers go back to their seats, this is exceptional for a few different reasons. If you notice, they're the same faces that are down here for citizenship. They're the same faces that are down here for band, orchestra, choir. Same faces that are down here for sports. So, again, when I'm talking to our elementary students down here, you can have great grades. You can participate in all the things. Because, again, this is a community that supports your learning. The teachers, our staff, our parents, they support all of it. So let's give one more round of applause for these great middle school students. Nice work. Thank you, middle schoolers. I really appreciate that. Oh, and now on to recognizing our staff who are moving on after this year. Now staff, your gifts are on their way. I do not have them on the table today. We will get them before the end of the year. I first want to recognize our paras that will be moving on. Miss George did such a great job in helping so many different areas of our building. As a paraprofessional, you wear a lot of different hats. Please come on down, Miss George. Thank you so much. Another para that has just done such exceptional work for us today or this year, Mrs. Henninger. Again, doing so many different roles in our building, such an important part of our the next person that I'd like to recognize, she has really helped out with our FIT grant. So she has gotten our extra gaming room up and going. She has put together a lot of different activities, including today's color run. I hope to see some of you parents there later today. I was lucky enough to work with her at the school I was at previously. I was really lucky when she called me up last June and said, I'd like to come to Twining. So, Mrs. Hartwell, please come. All right, again, without these fantastic staff members, our school would not be nearly what it is. Can move on to teachers. So, Mrs. Graves, in our SPED department, does so many wonderful things. Twins this last year, and she's going to spend some time with those lovely little babies on her. So, thank you for everything, Mrs. Graves. Mr. Boomersbach is not here with us today, but again, he helps so many kids throughout the year. Let's just give him a round of applause. Another person, too, that just helps so many families, so many students. She will be able to be at Community High School in Grand Forks full-time next year, which is a big loss for us, a huge gain for them. Miss Drew. Oh, the next teacher. We had a first grade position, we had a student teacher in our district. Miss Johnson came in for the leap of her life. Now, she's going to move on to be a librarian at Ben Franklin Elementary in Grand Forks. We were lucky enough to have her one week. We got her kick-started. Now, I've been able to celebrate this last teacher a few times this year. Now, Mrs. Craig, retiring at the end of this year. I was, again, lucky enough to work with her every year I've been in this district. She gets kids fired up about music. And we all know music makes a difference. Those kids can take that talent far and beyond what school is. And it's just another way to communicate that, quite frankly, really lends itself well. She puts in countless hours preparing for all of the different activities. She shows up every day, excited and ready to work, excited and ready to spread that music, work with those kids. The things that she does in our school are just so exceptional. So, Mrs. Craig, thank you so much for everything you do. Now, thank you all teachers. That really does show. And honestly, we have representation in all areas. And when I say it takes a village at this school, every single parent, teacher, support staff doesn't just wear one hat. And at Twining, it goes beyond. If you look at our middle school teachers alone, in town, they teach one class. And they may teach that one class over and over. Pretty easy day. Here, we have teachers that are teaching 2, 3, 4 different classes. And that is something that has stood out to me this year. The amount of work that goes into preparing for any class, the amount of work that goes into preparing those relationships and those lessons, it's exceptional. So let's just give all of our teachers a round of applause. This is a tradition I've been waiting all year for. I've heard so much about it before I came, right after I was hired. So we are going to end with the school song and then kick off our talent show.
Wait, she's got to explain
Mrs. Lutz is gonna explain it.
Okay, I just have the people who are going to be in the talent show. We're going to have you move down to the front rows over here. That would be Logan, Edward, Colin, Quinn, Otto, Eva, Nicholas Waller, Eli Jordan, then Jeff Witter, Amina Hayat, Willow Ekebrant, TJ and Sarah Snyder, Fabian and Harry, Dr. Gray, Hawk Witter, Ashlyn Shepard, Zelly and Addie. And again, you're just going to come sit over here. The very bottom of the bleachers, my spot. Miss Margaret. Addison, Skyler, Olivia, Carolyn, fourth grade, Michaela Martin, Sophia, and Elena, and fifth, Carolyn Larson, Bella Unit, Sydney Luce, Arya Swindler, Ella George, Gracie Pickle,